Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the second-year man Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills as they take on Dak Prescott and the defending NFC East champs, the Dallas Cowboys. So with that, let's head over to the heart of Texas. Massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The NFL's passing leader through 11 weeks, Dak Prescott, brings out the Dallas Cowboys. And, Charles, you had the pleasure of seeing them last week in Detroit. Dak Prescott, 444 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks.
Say that again. He's the NFL's what?
A leading passer. Who would have thought? He's over 3,200 yards.
Yeah, maybe approaching a 5,000-yard pace if they continue to go at this rate. Unbelievable, because when you think of Dak Prescott and his development, you thought he'd be a guy that would put up nice numbers, but I don't know that we thought he'd be, what's the word, prolific? And that's exactly what he's been. He's putting together an MVP type of a season, and no one's really talked about it because the Cowboys haven't strung together an impressive number of wins just yet.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And now he'll tuck it and run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Check back. 49.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. The All-Pro Andre Roberts deep for Buffalo. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bills now under 3rd-year man Sean McDermott. Bringing them out, the second-year quarterback from Wyoming, Josh Allen. And after the 2018 draft, what everybody knew was that Allen had great arm strength. But what folks discovered in his rookie season is how good of a runner he is. He finished second only to Lamar Jackson in rushing by a quarterback with 631 yards total and had an NFL record 3-game stretch where he was over 95 yards. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Allen. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The take. DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Dallas Cowboys, here comes their offense again onto the field. And Charles, they've won 3 of their last 4. Again, you saw their most recent win at Detroit. What do you make of this team? It seems like you get a good sample, you get a bad sample, but they seem to be playing a little bit better.
Yeah, and I know there's been a lot of focus on the loss at home to Minnesota on a Sunday night recently, but quietly they've won 3 out of their last 4. The tough part for them, though, is the defenses they're going to face in their next 3 games. They're at New England, maybe the best defense in the league. Buffalo Bills, they're built on defense. That's on Thanksgiving Day at home. And then they head to Chicago. What do you think of when you think of the Bears? Defense. They're going to have to solve 3 really good defenses if they want to take control of the division.
No gain on the dump-off at 2nd down. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games for the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. The run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. He can run for it, and he will. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here comes Buffalo's offense again out onto the field. And they're at 7-3 right now, Charles. Now, early in the year, you're like, they got off to a good start. Maybe it was the schedule. But I think 11 weeks in at 7-3, we have enough of a sample size to say, look, this is a good football team.
And don't we say every week any team can beat any team in the NFL? So 7-3 in that league, yeah, you shouldn't sneeze at that. Don't take it lightly. And how about Josh Allen, their quarterback? He's playing awfully well. Threw for 256 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Hasn't thrown a pick since, what, week 5?
Yeah. And
still continues to run the ball as he did as a rookie. 7 carries, 56 yards, and another touchdown. This kid is starting to round into form. 163 consecutive throws without an interception.
But quickly, let's look ahead at the schedule. They will get the 3-7 Broncos at home week 12, and then they're going to be tested. Cowboys, Ravens, Steelers, Patriots, and 3 of those 4 on the road. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
A gain of 1 yard. And the Bills' 1st down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. From midfield, here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I got one.
On first down, it's Gore. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run on first down. Gore. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Gore now running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 31.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Prescott finding Witten, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Prescott yet again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Prescott now looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
2 incompletions haven't moved them any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Maher is good. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move, the Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Here we go.
Allen now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen, and his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But the teams are ready to go at half number 2. So to bring it your way, let's get right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Singletary. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Mike 180. Mike 5-4. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And able to find John Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get out the field, defense.
Singletary again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And the grab by Croft. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On 1st and 10, Prescott rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Just get it. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Get that ball. Get that ball.
Here's Elliott. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Maher is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On first down, Singletary, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen operating from the gun. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And here's Allen. From the gun, he'll throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. 10th carry now for Allen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man and try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
On for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Allen and the Bills now down 6-3, a minute 56 to go. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Back to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They go right back to Singletary. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Allen going to go on fourth down. Open man here is Foster. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Allen to throw. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
First down now, but that clock rolling.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Back to throw. Allen, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
To throw is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside, or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Squeeze, double.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too.
Defense.
And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Prescott now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now back to the ground with Elliott. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Prescott, a quick throw caught by Cooper. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. To throw is Prescott. Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Matt Milano in there to drop him for a loss on the play. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, 2nd most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 30-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
After the made field goal, Marr back out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. First throw of overtime for Allen. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
What can Allen do now with his drive? They go with a screen to Gore. The dump-off gets him only one, and now you're looking at a third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
Throwing is Allen on third. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
You better not.
Here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on fourth down. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That, the definition of a do-or-die play, but they keep this overtime session going with a first down. Some big-time drama as the game continues. They had to have that fourth down conversion. They made it work.
And you and I have both seen play callers' play sheets, right? And a lot of them look like, menus at restaurants. They always have a special section for those plays when you absolutely have to have a first down, a touchdown, a big play. They went to that section right there and dialed that one up.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Allen. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Devin Singletary there, but it'll be 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen, and his throw is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? When you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it. And
we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. and usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.